Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to the glory. This is episode 14. We only got a couple more to go. And I was just happy to see Moon actually be able to get a hug and crack a smile. That was nice to see in the last episode amongst all the chaos that we had. So let's see.
Not the smile in the end. Prior.
This show has been nothing short of amazing. It is just fun watching this. See her get her revenge. I'm definitely ready, willing, able to watch her get it all taken care of.
Man, I mean, I thought all the planning and the plotting that she had, like, I thought it was going to wrap up, earlier. But there's so much back and forth we've been getting now. I feel like they're going to really drag it out. I don't want to say drag it out because we're enjoying it. They're going to stretch it out to the final episode, the final minute when it all comes together. But things are getting tumultuous with our cast here, so I'm excited to see how much getting. They've been.
Show you watch.
Bring on more craziness.
Yeah, I'm hoping Dong-eun's mom is now out of the picture. Yeah. Maybe now with her getting caught on that camera, hopefully she gets arrested and she's just gone out of the picture and out of Dong-eun's life forever. I don't know. You do. We don't. Let's go!
Two episodes. Yeah, this episode and two mas.
He was three. Our group.
Was two. I hate to see the show go because it was so good, but
I know
they did it right so far. 16 episodes. It's all we need to tell this story. We don't need to do any more.
Can you imagine if Netflix pulled some shit like, "Hey, we need another season.
We're ordering another 16.
I gotta find somebody else to get revenge on."
Find out more.
Well, I just can't wait to see
we could have a spin-off of
Miss Kang's husband to get his comeuppance too yet.
Gets hired by MI6.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Your mission, should you choose to.
He's working with Simon Pegg in the next Mission Impossible.
Oh, I'd love it.
They're
showing us the setup.
showing us who put the body out
the
there.
tattoos are obviously
Yeah, we saw those guys earlier.
They're very helpful for our sake.
Is he gonna have little skin under the fingernails?
Oh no! Remember they tried to use it. They were using Q-tips and stuff to try and get the DNA out from underneath.
어디 딴 거예요? 아저씨 하와이행 티켓이?
분명 여기. 잠깐만.
I don't see it.
방금 손명호 고모한테 연락 왔는데 손명호 죽었대. 어젯밤에 시체로 발견됐대.
Oh shit!
걔 고모랑도 연락해? 너랑도 하잖아. 진짜 네 말 맞더라. 우정은 우정이 되니? 내가 뭘 주고 있는 줄 알고.
You don't even.
됐어, 연지.
Right back at her. Okay.
난 친구를 둘이나 잃었나 봤군.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You seem to have lost two friends.
I'm not going to be your friend anymore.
장사 잘 되는데 왜?
하라. 똥값이라도 상관없으니까 하려고. 내일 당장 부동산 알아보고 전화해.
This guy's gonna try to bail.
Oh, look at that American money
He's got
too.
some U.S. money too.
예, 0점 버리면 됩니다. 그럼 수고들 해. 미성년자
Yeah.
받지 말고.
Oh boy.
예, 조심히 가십시오.
What do you think? What do you think was in there, guys? Oh boy.
I expected it to be worse.
I was
true.
too.
There you go.
술은 얼마나 자주 드세요?
아,
왜 술을 먹어?
Here we go.
난 평생 술 한 잔도 입에 못 대는 사람이에요.
You
Oh, jeez.
fucking liar.
먹는다니까! 나를 왜 여기로 데려왔나 했더니 둘이 짜지!
불은 왜 내신 거예요?
Oh.
뭐 불을 내? 나도 조금 탄거 가지고.
Just small burn.
그러니까 나가보셔도 됩니다.
가라고?
네, 처리 확인됐습니다.
이쪽으로 오세요.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
이 새끼들
Get out of her life. Get out of her life.
끌고 간다.
Yeah, they're taking you away. It's the same thing as when you let her go.
이건 나만 할 수 있는 거야, 엄마. 내가 유일한 빗줄이니까.
She can't be saved unless it's by her.
Yeah. She's the only one that can get her out.
자주는 못 올 거야.
Oh, see you later.
쌍년.
Yep. There's nobody she can turn to get her out of there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I'm your mother. Yeah, well, you signed her off how freaking long ago for money.
Turned
Twice.
her back on her.
Twice.
That is so satisfying to see her gone.
무슨 사이야? 문 선생이랑.
Just hopefully she gets the help she needs.
오셨어요?
난 귀청
I
냈어.
get it.
이 미드 센츄리 모던 스타일의 화이트가 나을까? 바우하우스 스타일의 그레이가 나을까?
뭐가 더 비싸? 그걸로 해줘.
Get it, whichever one's more expensive.
그새 또 나갔어요?
아니, 집에 불이 났어.
보상은 해준대요.
보상은 무슨. 거기 세던 양반이.
Oh, shit.
좀 마셔. 토마토가 배출에 좋대. 박연진은? 어머, 엄마 보자마자 친구부터 불어. 엄마 노심초사해서 살 빠진 거 안 보여?
내 핸드폰은? 찾아봤어?
예전 네 방에 다 있던데. 근데 그건 왜?
중요한 추억이 들었거든. 어떤
오.
년 얼굴이
Oh, boy.
Found in that V8.
Well, like she said, it's good for detail.
Oh, they're back to their younger days.
와씨 커플러. 어떡하냐 박연진. 이 정도면은 짱친이라고 봐야지. 이런 순간은 또 기록을
Is this
해줘야지.
before they threw her off?
This is the picture.
벗어. 너도 니네 엄마처럼
No.
비 먹었어? 벗으라고. 말 대답만 쳐하지 말고.
Oh, there's the video evidence.
미안해 연진아. 이거 진짜 아니고 짝퉁.
I thought that was gonna. Oh.
Oh.
아 씨발 안 치워.
Okay. I thought she was gonna do something on the camera, but
No,
just what
but-
she said.
Precious memory. And he saw all the scars too.
Wow, what a reaction.
학교는 왜 그만둔 겁니까? 혹시 그것도 연진이 때문입니까?
다는 아니고요. 어차피 저는 좋은 선생은 못 되니까요.
Well, his soul loved you as a teacher.
가신 주소는 여기예요. 어머니세요.
어느 병원에 있습니까?
서울 주병원에 있어요.
서울 주병원 501 가더라고요.
God damn, I wish I had the patience of Mr. Ha.
No kidding.
You know, just take every day, slow, get your information and process everything.
연진이를 가장 고통스럽게 하려면 그게 제일 빠른 방법이었을 텐데.
Because she didn't ask for this.
하도영 씨도 고통스럽잖아요.
Soul is innocent and
이 복수가 끝나면 문동희 씨는 행복해집니까?
그랬으면 좋겠어요.
Nobody's ever
Alright.
asked her that.
All right.
행복해 죽을 만큼 딱 그만큼만.
씨발놈이 버르장머리가
He's got his feet up on the desk.
중요한 얘기니까.
oh, hey,
희정이
Killer.
전화 받았지? 손명호 죽었다며.
I heard.
같이 사니까 들었나?
들었어.
가족 빼곤 여기로 제일 먼저 연락 올 것 같아서. 경찰에선 뭐래? 혹시 사인이나 뭐 그런 거 연락 받은 거 없어?
why are you asking?
손명호가 어디서 발견됐는지 얘기해 주던데.
어디서 발견됐는데?
그때 그 폐건물 윤소희 떨어진대.
Just.
I was
shaking
wondering
her
why that
floor.
rubble.
Yeah.
넌 지금 대충 미안해.
아니야 진짜 미안해.
그럼 벗어? 지금이라도?
내가 최근에 아주 비싼 ASMR 하나를 샀거든. 너지? 명호랑 마지막으로 본 거. 시에스타에서.
그날 진짜 녹음을 했어 그 새끼가? 내용이 뭔데?
아, 씨발 연진아.
그래서 어떡할 건데? 나 예솔이 엄마잖아. 네 딸 예솔이 엄마.
Oh, now she's gonna try and play
Yep.
this card.
Yep. Trying to save her own skin.
예솔이랑 나 네가 구해야지. 우리 이제 너밖에 없는데 재준아.
Save me and your daughter.
You're my only hope.
성명은 어떻게 한 거야?
사고였어.
Okay.
아니 왜 이렇게 됐는지 모르겠어. 이거 분명
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
운동으로 돕는 의사가 하나 있는데 서울 주병원 아들이야.
주병원?
나 지금 제대로 꼬였어. 예솔이랑 갈게. 너한테 갈게 재준아. 난 그날 너랑 같이 있었던 거야.
Oh.
맞지?
He's with Hye-jung now.
I was with you that day, right?
그렇구나.
Oh.
Is he gonna allow?
그럼 우린 또 엄청 야했겠네.
See you for what you are. She's got that look like she's gonna take him out too.
Well, he's got the same look.
I was gonna say I don't think he enjoys or appreciates being played, so I think he might be just rolling with it right now.
Yeah.
So he actually can figure out a plan.
예솔이 어디 있어요?
저 친구분이 오셔서요. 와, 우리 예솔이 약 좋아해? 약?
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Wow.
Why would you ask that to a little kid?
왜 난리야?
Trying to get a rise out of
Got
her.
a rise out of.
Well,
니년 맞다니까? 내 전시회에 기사 쓴 그 새끼.
개소리야. 말이 되는 소리래.
너 학폭 터진 날에 일반 시민의 마약이 실시간으로 생중계되는 건 말이 되고? 네
Yeah.
학폭 동작을 할 때.
Yep. That's what
내
she's
탈세
thinking.
아가랬던 것도 네 년이지.
That look on her face. Uh-oh.
소식 고마워. 난 친구를 둘이나 잃었네.
Oh.
Oh, no.
진짜야. 여기 있었어. 내가 여기까지 와서 왜 널 속여?
수수 화질 꺼져!
Yeah, you're missing that key ring, aren't you?
Yep.
뭐 보는데 씨발 뭐? 아 어디 오냐고? 나 진짜 혼자는 안 죽는다 씨발이야.
Oh, so screwed.
Everything's just
Wheels
falling
are
apart.
not good, is it, fellas?
The wheels are coming off, and it's great.
어디예요? 마중 나와 있죠. 어디예요?
멀어요.
많이 멀어요?
태워줄까요?
Not very.
Jeez.
Get in, loser. That'd be great if she said
사람
that.
잘못 보셨어요. 저 좋아하는 사람 있어요.
Window goes back up.
아직 2km 정도 남았어요. 오늘 목표. 얼굴 봤으니까 먼저 가요. 달려갈게.
He's got a caution light.
이렇게 자주 뛰어요? 건강 잘 챙기네요. 의사라 그런가?
뭐든 체력 싸움이니까요.
누구랑 싸우는데요?
사람 잘못 보셨다고요. 저 진짜 좋아하는 사람 있어요.
안 탈 거면 갈 거예요?
안 갈 거 다 알거든요. 선배님, 잠깐만요.
Oh,
Gonna get those
oh my
last
God.
2 kilometers in.
Oh.
심정결이 없는데 왜 안 와요?
보고 싶었거든요.
좀 전에 봤잖아요.
Being very logical
너무
here.
옛날인데 그거?
Yeah, that's a distant memory in the past.
나 왜 조심하는데요?
다정한 미친놈이니까.
Well,
아 맞다.
could draw that
에덴빌라
conclusion.
주인 할머니요. 원래 알던 사이예요.
저랑요?
송은 후배가 생명의 은인이라고 하시던.
누구 살릴 여유도 없었고 그렇게 착하게 살질 않아서
그건 그래 보이는데 의아하네. 그죠?
다정하는 뺍시다.
기준 엄격하네. 그럼 이따 또 봐요. 아직 1km 남아서.
Oh, I thought he would have got in the full 2.
그러니까 행볼이었던 전화기 검사실로 발견됐는데
예 아니오로만 대답하라고 부검하는지 안 하는지
타살에 의심되면 영장 받아서 강제로 부검할 수 있어.
무조건 하겠네 그럼. 못 막네 이건.
That's right.
너 무섭게 왜 이래?
There, why would you wanna?
요새 왜 자꾸 장르가 형사법이 돼?
Tax evasion.
엄마 쪽은 손절. 간다. 밑에 있어.
Oh.
야야야야 어디가? 엄마랑 왜 손절하는데?
Cutting off
J-
the
mother.
mother, not my mother, or his mother, just the mother.
10월 19일 손명 오픈에 녹음된 파일인데 들어봐요 들고 가서. 그 그립감 좋은 비싼 술이 한 병 딱.
Oh.
근데 딱 그 병만 없네. 그 병 어디 있는지 물어봐줄래요, 연진이한테? 존나 비싼 살인이었네, 연진아.
Oh, by the way, she came running to me saying that we were gonna run off.
Yeah.
연진이가 살인자라고.
All the cards are out.
Twice.
헛소리 하지 말고 원하는 게 뭐야? 난 이거 경찰에 안 넘길 테니까
If you give it
당신은
to me.
이혼하고 친권 포기해.
Yep.
내가 연진이 알리바이를 대준 적이 있거든. 그 옥상에 같이 있던 애가 죽었다나. 근데 10월 19일에 같이 있던 애가 또 죽었네. 이건 어떡할 건데? 이번엔 당신이 대줄 거야? 연진이 알리바이?
Oh, what tension.
Wow. God.
And he put it all on Mr. Ha.
Wow.
And the thing is, these two, their scenes together are always so intense.
Yeah.
얼른 타. 늦어. 지민이네 가 있어.
I don't
금방
think just
가자니까. 도착하면
going-
연락하고.
I'm still thinking about the guilt trip he just laid on Mr. Ha, trying to play the motions on him.
Yeah. It's like, hey, by
make
the
a
way, this is who your wife really is.
You gonna turn her in and
Yep.
show that she's murdered to our daughter?
오늘 좀 봐.
God.
그래도 우리가 40년 불알 친구인데 얼굴 보고 제대로 심하인원 해야지.
몇 시에?
He ain't gonna show up, you think?
No, I just don't think he's getting.
Oh, she bailing too?
Well,
There's the evidence.
she gave the $2 billion to her, and now he's gonna get
You gonna get taken out?
thinking so.
여보세요?
평창동 사모님 심부름이에요. 주소 보낼 테니까 거기서 봐요.
저녁 다 됐어. 그럼 끓기만 하면 되는데.
이놈의 진짜 정장. 너나 많이 쳤더라.
I'm gonna be rich.
나 며칠 못 들어올지 모르니까 전화질 할 생각하지 말고. 어?
Oh, don't worry. She isn't gonna call your scummy ass.
Bye bye.
God, if we ever wanted somebody to get taken out so badly.
건너편이요? 저 위로 조금만 올라오셔서 건너시면
Oh,
돼요.
dude's gonna get smoked by a car.
빨리 오세요.
밀어요.
The bag is heavy. Hurry up.
돈에만 움직이고. 근데 그 끝이 나였나 봐?
No, I'm surprised they even met up.
과실치사는 집행유예지. 명백한 증인이 있으면 더 유리하고.
Oh! That was how they did it.
죽었어? 확실히 죽은 거지? 아우씨.
He's out of the picture.
뭐가 났어요? 빨리 좀 와주세요.
신고하면 어떻게?
이 때문에 시 안 보였고 수습해. 명백한 증인이잖아.
You're a
너.
witness.
뭐? 어디서 사람을 병신으로 보고 내가 저 새끼랑 짜고.
Oh, you two were on a team.
야, 짜긴 뭉짜.
너 아니면 저 새끼가 어떻게 알아?
이 씨발 이 정도로 미친년이었냐?
지랄하지 마.
Man, don't bullshit me.
넌 무조건 수습해야 돼. 우리가 공범이란 증거. 연진, 명찰.
아유 씨. 이 씨발 진짜 제대로 돌았네. 그건 너한테 더 불리하지 영애야.
너가 좀 그대로 포장해놨으니까 누가 나오든 그 중에 DNA 하나는 나오지 않겠어?
무슨 짓거리를 하는 거야? 미친놈아!
무조건 너 물건 들어줄 거야. 그러니까 수습해.
Oh,
이건 우리 둘 다
taking you
죽던가
down.
둘 다 살던가 영준아.
Mom was on top of it this
Yeah.
time.
Kang saw the whole thing.
That was not Kang. That was the
was
belt.
lady with the
Oh, that was
bag.
the
Yeah,
bag lady.
That was
She got it already.
I remember she.
시당에 촉 켜고 닭 잡아서 피 좀 빼.
예. 같이 오신 거예요?
What a reveal.
Look at the way they panned up from that umbrella.
Great.
먼 이 시간에 가요.
I'll take that bag off your
오늘은
hands.
구원만 하시나 봐요.
Oh, it's
Side job.
연진이 엄마라 그런가 즉답 쪽이시던데. 붕, 쾅.
Bam.
Wham.
Or wham, sorry.
Oh, this is wild.
Oh, you are fucked with a capital F.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter if she finds that little trinket.
Oh.
와. 이게 왜 장소에서 또 뵙네요? 왜 불도 안 켜시고?
주여정 씨는 이런데 왜요?
Oh,
아무 정보도 없이 오셨나 봐요. 그것도 2번이나.
Twice.
제가 주인이거든요.
My place.
화장실 찾다가요. 너무 나랑 다른 핑계가 생각도 안 나네.
So startled. I can't think of a better excuse.
I love how he plays it so cool all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, when at any point in time, yeah, he could lose it in any of his situations.
It's locked in.
Oh, you can drive through the gate in a car like that and scratch up the front end a little, but I'm sure it'll go through.
자꾸 외부인이 출입을 해서요.
Take today for example. Just look.
너 그때 나한테 뭔 짓 했니? 그때 나 수면 마취 있을 때.
시술? 확실히 턱라인도 잡히고 아름다워지셨는데.
아니 뭐라고 했는지 모르지만 제대로 알지도 못하면서 끼어들지 마.
저 피부과도 같이 하는 거 아시죠? 흉터만 봐도 알아요. 가해자가 어떤 고통을 원했는지.
Oh.
악마던데. 근데 아까 뭐 찾으시던데 이거죠? 이젠 뭐가 더 필요하진 않아서요.
Already got what I need.
직접 여시면 돼요. 쇠사슬은 페이크예요. 안 잠겼어요.
Jesus.
저는 특별히 안 받을게요. 운전 조심하시고요. 오늘 같은 날엔 무단횡단 사고 많거든요.
Oh. Oh. It's like it's all coming to a head here. This is fantastic.
Dude, that little one line that he did where he started getting like serious and a tone change.
Uh-oh, what's the new message? Is it from mommy?
나 경찰서야. 데리러 와.
Yep. Me up.
빅빅이라 못 봤어요.
No, turning on the
정말
waterworks.
죄송합니다.
It's like I've seen this all before.
Yes, dude. It's like, holy shit.
손명호 씨가 변사체로 발견됐어요. 혹시 들으셨어요?
아니요. 어디서요?
손명호 씨가 윤소희 씨 사건을 조사하고 있었고, 근데 그 정보를 준 사람이 문동훈 씨던데요.
그게 불법인가요?
당신들 사이에 진짜 무슨 일이 있었던 겁니까?
전 이미 다 말씀드렸는데요. 형사님은 안 믿으셨지만.
그게 다 사실이라고요?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Doofus.
혹시 담배 피우세요? 소희의 증거품 목록을 보면 현장에서 발견된 라이터가 하나 있어요. 라이터는 딸깍 DNA 같은 게 남지 않나요?
Exactly.
Yep. Why am I doing your job for you?
사람은 누구나 실수해. 해결 방법은 뒤에 없어. 늘 앞에 있어. 누가 죽은 건 어제고 오늘은 오늘의 일을 해야지.
How was yesterday?
Oh, jeez.
Past.
Uh-oh.
Well, have the lawyer present.
원본을 가지고 있는 거면 빨리 결정을 하셔야겠습니다. 저쪽에서 먼저 터뜨리면
영국 아일랜드 소도시로 예솔이 보낼 곳 좀 알아봐 주세요. 보호자도 동행할 겁니다.
Wow, he's gonna send her to the UK or Ireland.
조심하세요.
대변인데요.
Wow, what a heavy decision.
One I'm sure he put a ton of thought into.
Yeah, would you want your daughter, biological or otherwise, would you want her around those two? Jae-jun and Yeon-jin, I mean, great parents, right?
This is actually happening for him too.
호살님은요? 좀 있으면 큰 굿이 있어요. 준비 중이세요.
Special ritual?
Well, that's what
You're just looking at her mom.
이런 거 보고 드려야 하나 모르겠는데 강현남 그 아줌마 남편이요. 그 새끼 어제 죽었대요.
Ah.
무단횡단하다가 차에 받쳤대요.
And now you know.
And now you know. Not only are you a two-time murderer, now is your mother.
Yep.
남편분이 맞습니까? 괜찮으세요?
That is relief.
Yep, she can't believe it's finally over.
남편.
That's her finally being free.
What a
Every
That's
emotion,
just
every single emotion just running through her.
Well, I mean, she's
relief,
free,
happiness,
but
freedom.
her daughter is also free now too. I think there's just as much there. I mean, if her daughter wants to come back, her daughter can come back and be safe. Just complete freedom. But I'm guessing also just thinking about everything you've been through, you know?
Everything.
And Park said, Moon said she would take care of him.
What a scene, Miss Kang. What a scene, Miss Kang.
This is going to be good too.
영진아, 나야 소희. 전학 갔다 온 윤소희. 나 기억해?
Oh.
당신 뭐 하는 거야? 벗을까?
Yep.
벗어줄까?
Is that what?
That's
that what Moon did to her?
너 줄까? 너 뭐야?
Oh.
What kind of head game is this?
더 해봐. 더 나불거려 보라고.
Well, at least we're finally getting the full thing, right? Because we got the clips.
Oh. She was there.
She was there.
엄마, 그냥 옥상에서 장난치다가 불이 붙었는데
Fooling around.
지가 그냥 발버둥 치다가 떨어졌어. 아 정말이야.
Struggling by herself and she fell.
Or so you thought.
엄마 나 어떡해? 여보세요 엄마.
정신 차려 박연재. 일단 거기서 멀리 나와.
없는 것 같아.
확실하게 주변 둘러봐봐.
없어. 진짜야 없어.
And there's the lighter.
장소에는 DNA 검사 반환 모양인데요. 조서에는 라이터를 사망자 본인이 사용한 걸. 어디 가세요? 국가수 정리하고.
Taking up the forensics. Oh gosh,
It's
what an
all
episode.
coming together now.
Oh.
Just how amazing is this show? I mean, come on.
It's
Come on.
amazing.
Oh, just put the pedal right to the floor. I mean, when you look back at where we started, obviously after episode 1 and everything was established, and the episodes in between, 2 from, here we are at 14, and how the buildup went, and how all the planning went through, and how the characters have changed, and how they've turned their backs on each other, and how the infighting, and the people that are getting taken out. And it's all building towards like this massive payoff that we're just taking the train right towards it. This is going to be so awesome. I mean, so many of you folks out there loved this. This was a fantastic episode. It had a couple of twists and turns, but nothing too serious, really. It pretty much just started to lay out all the plans that were coming into play. Of course, we had a little bit of levity there, at the park when, Moon was in the car and those two were kind of those two were screwing around a little bit. That was some fun dialogue to see. And they've given us those handful of moments with Moon where it's almost like they're giving her a glimpse of what she's going to get once this is all finally past her. And it was talked about in the previous episode that, she had the 18 or 19 years or whatever it was, where she wasn't even living. She wasn't living a life. And now she's getting that glimpse of so soon it's coming real fast. She's going to be able to, if she wants, she's going to be able to have that semi-normal life that, once all of this is behind her. I mean, obviously it's not like you throw a switch once all this is done and then, oh, I'm completely fine and normal now. Everything's cool. I mean, obviously that's not how it works and that's not the case, but she's getting glimpses of finally being able to have some happiness and joy in her life. And that's what was so fun with this episode. That, and then we got to see everything that Park is going through, all the torment and all the anxiety and all the fear and everything she put Moon through. It's all coming right back to her. And there's nobody else. All the people she would turn to that would normally help her, Park that is, they're all just kind of being pulled back and falling away. All the plans are falling apart. I did like the twist with her mom and the detective, how she kind of played him in like, hey, we're in this together and all. If it's tied to me, it's tied to you. You're going to have to help me one more time. And then just the look of disgust that he had coming out of the police station. When she turned on the waterworks, to portray an image that she was trying to do. That was fantastic. I mean, just so many great scenes in here, and it's such a rush because everything we've seen prior to this, it's all been building to this. And so many times you might watch a series or a show and things are really good, but then they start to fumble it a little bit just as they're getting towards the end, or there's maybe an ending that's not very satisfying. I can't imagine that happening with this show. I think we're going to be just so pleased with the finish. And speaking of finishes, Mrs. Kang finally got her ending, and that performance that she had. Look, she's been crushing the performances here. I know everybody does a really good job, but I think to portray fear and vulnerability and the emotions that she's portrayed this season, I think really speaks to her ability as an actor, because she just crushed it this season. It's been wonderful. And just that relief that she had walking out of the hospital, because I think some people might look at it and be like, oh, she had to put on a performance and pretend that she cared about her husband getting taken out. It's like, no, that was real emotions. That was what she felt. To the outward person who doesn't know what's going on, it looks like she's, suffering from losing her husband, somebody who doesn't know what happened. But obviously we know as the viewer,
just an overwhelming emotion.
That's her relief. That's her, all this is finally over with her husband, and she doesn't have to worry about that anymore. And that fear is all gone. She doesn't have to worry about it. It's just like somebody lifting a 500-pound boulder off you, just this feeling of freedom. So I thought she did just an incredible job portraying that. And there's nothing you could nitpick about that performance. It was incredible. So to me, that really stood out. So much great stuff with this episode. Could talk for hours on it, but yeah, we're building towards the finish, and I just know I can confidently say that for me, I do not think it's going to disappoint when we get there.
Yeah, when we first started this and we were wondering how was she going to particularly get all of her revenge, and like I have it here is my dream is you was what she told her in like I believe the second or third episode when they saw each other as adults. And so you're like, okay, how is she going to go about doing everything that she's said she's going to do? And then fast forward now to the 14th episode, and you see that like, Sarah is like coming at her like, hey, I know it was you that threw me under the bus because just happened to be the same day that you got outed. Then you have from the last episode that Hye-jong, where she's like now getting engaged to Jae-jong. And then right away, this episode, she's like, well, we can run away with Yi-sol and we can be a happy family. You just have to help fix us. Then he turns around and brings in Mr. Ha. Hey, here's this room you're in. There was a real nice bottle there. Maybe you should ask Yeon-jin about that. It was pretty nice. Also, listen to this flash drive. There's something pretty interesting you might like to hear on that as well. To where he had to make a huge decision. Like you said it'll probably make the cut where he thought long and hard about that, because he's not someone that overreacts and makes rash decision. Yeah. We've seen him play Go, so we know that he's not that quick. So he had to make a real tough decision that he thought long and hard about finding another school or another place where he is sold to live. So now, because obviously, then I think you said it too, you don't want those two, her biological parents, you don't want them anywhere near her because they're a couple psychos right there. And then even where they thought they were going to get away with Park's mom, with Yeon-jin's mom getting away with, taking out Miss Kang's husband, and thinking, well, he thought he had a retirement package all ready to go, but the body ended up being found. That screwed up his plans. He was still going to leave anyways. No, you're going to stay in. To which then, Moon sees the shaman and basically, I think, gives her a little extra or something to end up being the child that she took out as a kid to say it in her while she was doing her dance.
Well, the only
right
thing that confused me about that part with the shaman was when she was on the roof with Yeon-jin was on the roof with
Park?
No, it's Park.
Park.
Yeah,
Park
yeah.
is
Park,
Yeon-jin.
yeah.
When Yeon-jin was on the roof with the victim, she was like, "I want you to strip." Well, there's no way that Dong-eun would have known that she told her to strip up there.
It was either possession or
like
Park.
it was some sort of
Yeon-jin
possession.
was like either
Yeon-jin
visualizing
was
it
like
and
visualizing it. Yeah, I had a moment because
Delusional.
that's
Well, Sarah has that video of her telling her to strip in the mall as well.
so
maybe something like that, but also like they're on top of the building, yes, but
Sound carries.
Sound carries because like Moon was just. I mean, it looks like it's what.
No, she had headphones in. The only
Oh,
reason
that's
why
right.
the thud.
she heard the thud, and that's
Yeah,
when she
that's
went
right.
like this.
Did she tell her to strip in the mall? I didn't.
Yes.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
that
but
video.
that's why Sarah wants the phone because
That's
where that video is. That's
Yep.
why they did that cut to that. So only the phone and Sarah and gosh, I can't remember her other name, know about that verbiage being said there.
Yeah, but just the intricacies of everything that's happening and how everyone has turned their backs on everyone, trying to make deals with everyone, and from everyone on down, it's just been so amazing to just see this group of friends, just how it just crumbles, under the pressure like this. And we found out too that Jae-jong was a quote unquote accomplice for her that night as well. That you said, or not accomplice, I'm sorry, alibi.
Yeah.
Wrong A, but alibi that night, so that way she wouldn't get in trouble. And then also the lighter that they didn't even test it back then. Because it was ruled taking your own life. Well, then it was only her up there, so they figured it was just the victim. So you don't need to look at it.
Yep.
So that's why it's great seeing him run out the door to send it to forensics. So even if she's trying to play her cards right, even with Jae-jong and trying to get out with her daughter, the cards are not going to work because we're going to have all this other stuff going on.
It's just so great to see the degree to which all of our villains stick together is only to the point that it helps them, to which it keeps them alive. That's all they care about. That's all that holds them together. Once there's a crack in it and like, I don't need to help answer because I got my own way out, then boom, it totally crumbles. There's no loyalty. There's no friendship. They're all just in it for themselves.
And then real quick, the Yeon-jin and Moon like interaction right there, like she's almost like being deadpan and not really getting sarcasm and stuff like that. I absolutely loved it because it's great to see them two like. I mean, it doesn't have to be that they end up together romantically, but with what they're doing right now, with getting them closer and making her feel the love that she has needed her entire life and was never able to find, and is now getting it. I just think that to me, that's icing on the cake to this whole episode, and this whole series.
Yeah, we like to think that. In this crazy, unpredictable universe that karma does its thing. And I think with certain people, there's a sense of relief or a sense of, reason to rejoice when karma does its thing. But sometimes karma needs to be nudged a little bit. And that's in this particular case been nudged a lot by Dong-eun. And it's so satisfying to see everything come full circle. And you bring up an interesting point, Quinn and Answer, about I've mentioned this in previous episodes. Would you want the person who acts like this, who is a human being who is able to treat other humans like they do, is not the type of person like you want to be, anybody would want to be friends with. So it's like the only relationships that I think they could have is with other people who are incredibly self-serving.
Just as
like if
scummy as
you're
they
a
are.
mean person like Yeon-jin was, like, okay, so she's rich, so the other people want to be friends with the rich girl so they can, it's self-serving to their image. But it's like, would you... and we've talked before on the channel, like I have, my different groups of friends. Luckily, I have friends outside of this group here at the table.
I don't think you do.
But if you, he's just making it up. I have other friends.
Oh, really? What's their names?
But if you,
In Canada, you wouldn't know.
yeah, they live. But I mean, imagine seeing your friend, like somebody who you like. This is a person I want to spend time with. I enjoy their company. This is a friend of mine. Imagine seeing them treat somebody like that and wanting to continue any sort of relationship. I mean, just the disgust. I mean, if I ever saw, any one of my friends in any group, just treat a random person like that, you'd call them out instantly. Like,
well, that's the problem.
like,
You're looking at it through the eyes of a normal
like
person.
a normal non-psychotic person. So it makes so much sense that you have just the group of shittiest people. Yeah, they had to find each other because who else would, if you're this terrible of a person, who else would you have?
Just rats on a sinking ship.
Who else? Yeah, but let's not speak so ill of rats. I mean, but so just the way they've written this and just all these evil people and all they have is each other, and it's all just very self-serving and it's self-motivation and when things start going bad, they have no issues throwing each other under the bus, and even just going after, look, like, both the girls trying to go after Jae-jun now, last episode was having a hot tub party. Now Yeon-jin is like, oh, I'll leave my husband and we can be together, but you don't want the mother of your daughter to be a murderer. It's everybody is just so self-serving, and the plan is all kind of coming together. I like that you're getting more evidence. You're getting the little stuff that's coming out there. I shouldn't say little stuff, but the stuff that's going to really put the nails in the coffin, hopefully, for Yeon-jin. I still am like, what's going to happen with her? What's are we going to see her in jail? Are we going to see, what's going on with that whole group? Because the whole group is, they're not all guilty of, murder, obviously, but they've all done some pretty shitty things. So, and even Jae-jun, I don't know how it is over there. I guess I don't even know how the legal system is here. But what if you lied about being somebody's alibi for the night? I'm guessing you're in big trouble if you do that and they find out.
Well, that's obstruction of law. I believe at a minimum.
Yeah, especially at that level. So, and everybody, I mean, they were all lying about it. So that whole storyline, I think, is really good. And look, at the end of the day, we saw how emotional the mom was, just begging for help. Somebody please help. And just to have, I don't even want to say closure, but to have the justice and partially closure for the mom. Like, that's, about her daughter, for as much as Dong-eun is doing all this for revenge on the people who did the terrible things to her, it's like there's, you can have opinions about that. There's definitely that silver lining, I don't know if you want to call it, because personally I'm all for the revenge, given what everybody did to her, of the mother of that victim, getting some closure and finally feeling like she has a sense of justice. Obviously, that doesn't bring back your child, but so there was that. Speaking of justice, Miss Kang's husband gone, and it was just, I don't want to say rightfully so, but he did it in the pursuit of greed for himself. Oh, don't you call me for the next few days, because he was going to take a bag of money and go probably gamble and blow it all away, and then be back to being, just the abusive asshole that we've always seen him to be. But her acting, right after identifying the body, what a powerful scene that was. I mean, I guess you guys nailed it. The best way I could describe it is just a weight off her shoulders, knowing that she's safe, but more importantly, as a parent, knowing that her daughter is safe. I mean, the dad threatened the daughter as well. I mean, they had to send her to another country to keep her safe, and we know how hard that must be on a mother not to be able to see her daughter and to do it because you're literally trying to keep her alive because her crazy husband might go off and take you and your child out. That weight that has to just be off her shoulders, again, not just for her own safety, but more importantly, the safety of her daughter is huge. And that was a really, really powerful scene. And you guys bring up a good point. The people at the hospital, they just might have said, oh my God, she's breaking down because she's upset, when as the viewer, that wasn't really the case. And the idea of sending Isol over to the UK or Ireland for school, it's like, that's a crazy, crazy situation too, because, Yeon, is that the dad's name? Yeon. He doesn't look.
Mr. Ha.
Yeah, Mr. Ha. Excuse me, Mr. Ha. Yeah. Mr. Ha doesn't want, even if he's not the biological father, he doesn't want let's call her his daughter. He's raised her for this many years. He doesn't want his daughter with either of those two. But what do you do in that situation? Yeah. With as bad as things are going to get legally, it's better to just get her out of the situation altogether. And I think the biggest thing is right now, we're not lawyers here, but he still has a legal capacity to do so. Like I can send her with a guardian somewhere else.
Yeah, because nothing's happened
yet. And then, because if he sends her somewhere else and Yeon-jin then gets arrested and goes to jail there, I mean, I don't know what happens with Jae-jun trying to prove paternity, but that kind of goes up in smoke. But another just incredibly written and incredibly acted episode. And they are taking us right down to the wire. Of course, the next episode,
the pentultimate,
the second to last, it's a running joke. The penultimate episode, second to last. Are we going to get kind of our resolution the next episode and then they give us a little bow tie in the final episode, or are they going to drag it all the way out to the end? Hard to say. I feel like something is telling me we have another big twist or turn yet with all the reveals and everything we've had. I think to just kind of have it on cruise control for the next 2 episodes just doesn't, it seems too easy. Because, we kind of right now, it's like, okay, this is the path it's going down. We could have, the people get in trouble for everything going on, the murders, everything. We could have mom for being an accomplice, the police officer, everybody goes, you go to jail, you go to jail, you go to jail. I don't know. I feel like we're in for another big twist. We'll see.
Yeah, two fantastic moments in this fictional story that I'm going to celebrate on the inside and not so much here. But bravo to the mom finally getting the fuck out of Dong-eun's life. And I love how she put that basically I'm the only one that controls your fate.
See ya.
For release in here. So bravo.
Only blood.
That trash is gone. Second bravo. Guys brought it up. Miss Kang is free. That shitty ass piece of human garbage. Hey,
so
not one to condone murder. But,
it was an accident.
That was a hell of an accident.
Clearly an accident.
Ran into a car.
That was a hell of an accident.
He was jaywalking and it was raining.
Darn.
I wasn't speeding.
Oh darn, he's out of the picture.
Rats.
Darn it. So bravo. There's plenty of trash in here for human beings. Yes. Characters, not the actors.
The actors
or
did
the
amazing.
actresses.
No, the actors.
Yeah, the actors and the actresses did amazing, but for these fictional characters, some of them are human trash.
Yeah, Moon's mom will give you nightmares in terms of what that actress was able to do.
Yeah, by the way, that actress.
It was like seeing the devil in front of you.
The actress, by the way, I know I'm celebrating on the inside. Her departure for her character, but the actress herself, hey, bravo.
Yeah. Well, that's just a testament.
Shit was
scary.
Insane, crazy.
Scary. Yeah.
You did
testament
great.
to her acting.
You won't ever
how
see
great
this.
It was.
Yeah, you won't ever see this, but you did phenomenal.
Good job.
So yes, 2 biggest moments of episode 14 here, that is gone. And another highlight that's a favorite of mine in this favorite moment of mine in this episode was Yeon-jin getting caught by him. He just turns on the light.
Yeon-jin?
Yep, Yeon-jin just turns it up. And I know I'm pronouncing names wrong, but you get the picture. Comes in, turns the lights on, and that line that he delivers to her when they're on the, we'll say, front door there, where he went to, just his happy-go self and, oh, yeah, I'm playing innocent, into that real serious one-line tone. I was like, oh, God damn, that's some scary shit from this guy. And we still have yet to see that interview, which I assume he's going to get the job, and we're going to get satisfaction on that piece of the story as well, as my guess, because why else would they be teeing this up?
Right.
And I'm pretty sure that prisoner wants it in a way as well. But we'll see when we get there. But yeah, he crushed it on talking to Yeon-jin here. And again, that one line, I have to go back now and hear that again because the way he was here and then brought in that serious tone was just amazing. At the end, they gave us, if I'm remembering correctly, they gave us obviously like quick flashes of the incident. Here, they let it play all the way out. And it was that was interesting to see how that got played out, especially giving us the piece in the mall or wherever they were on the phone to kind of even just tee that up even more. I thought was great writing for us, the audience, to be, she not only did she try doing it there, but then also added that line that she did of, I'm going to off you, and then treating it like a joke. But on the rooftop, it seemed like, and I'm not by any means sticking up for Yeon-jin here, but there wasn't enough force.
There wasn't
did you guys see that too?
I caught it 100%. She didn't go. I'm glad you brought it up because I almost was like, well, do I bring this up? I'm going to get hammered. She didn't push her off the ledge. It was like a struggle.
There was a push.
And but they both kind of fell backwards.
Well, she was on fire, freaking out.
Right. Well, yeah. No, it's 1,000% her fault that the accident happened.
Exactly.
But it wasn't like she was at the ledge and she just pushed her off.
Yeah, and of course the push helped her momentum go off. But it wasn't like how I was picturing in my head the first time with those where she was on the edge and she was struggling, right? And then it was just like I thought
because it looked like a
that
struggle.
Was like a straight up.
It looked like a struggle, and they both fell backwards. And as of course, Yeon-jin fell backwards. She fell, on backwards just onto her backside on the roof, or the.
Now that being said, clearly she should not have even thought about approached her. First of all, first of all, should never even approached her on a rooftop of all things. Second of all, Yeon-jin should not have even been joking, even pulling out a lighter, and then third, starting the sweater on fire. So, but again, I'm glad they let that all play out so that we, the audience, could see basically A to Z on that, and then hearing that thud. Getting Dong-eun's perspective on that even more, which was interesting as well.
The thing I liked about this episode is we saw Park freaked out as a child the same way she's freaked out now as an adult. When she first had to call her mom to get her out of trouble, she's going through that same thing all over again, and it's almost the same emotions despite using two different actors for it.
Yeah, and I love how Dong-eun brought it up to the officer. Well, you just don't believe me. And then now finally he went and got that lighter. Like, how would you still not? And don't get me wrong, I know certain cases like they presumed here because of a certain detective had some influence.
Yeah.
So why would we check all the DNA when we already know just by based on the evidence that we have prior to the lighter says this?
Who falls off a building onto their back? Oh, by the way, the front of your shirt was on fire.
Yeah.
Well, remember they covered up the fire.
Oh, of course they covered it up. Those aren't suspicious circumstances.
Yeah. So that was, again, so intriguing to this story. And then on top of that, when he basically gets the lighter and jets off, just to wrap it up.
Going for forensics.
Going for forensics. I can't wait to see how he's going to handle that then, especially with the conversations that he's been having with Do-hyun. So can't wait to see a follow-up conversation on that piece. And then towards the very end there, where Yeon-jin, that woman who maybe kind of came off as possessed, right?
Oh, with the shaman.
The shaman. Thank you. So I took it as two ways. One, possession. Two, Yeon-jin is such in a different, stressed out mind space right now that it's all coming back up, and she was having a vision / delusion of it, right? So
and we've seen
either way
that
you
on
could
the
take
show
that.
with we saw the church scene with the artwork and everything. We've seen people have delusions and everything.
Wow,
so
she was
under the influence of some.
But still, they do that on this show, so
Right.
it's not that far of a stretch. I don't.
Yeah, and then the mom and the detective, that was a whole another level of basically mom saying, you are working with me till the very end, so we're free, or we are both going down. I was actually not expecting the mother to go to that edge.
To be the one to do it.
Yeah, especially taking him out. I thought for sure with all that money she has, it was going to be here's the payoff to the shaman there to go do the job, not the mom. Hey, make sure he's in this spot at this time, and then talk about the stars having to line up because anything could have went wrong there in that situation of him. Oh, you know what? I'm going to zig over here instead of zag over here in the spot that you want me. Exactly. Yeah. Or what if it was a traffic jam or something? I don't know. Either way, something. The stars aligned on that, and that was great. And the situation with Mr. Ha in here when he read everything about his wife to having the conversation with Do-hyun and then having the conversation with the lawyer and then making from sitting here at this table, which was a logical choice decision, but I'm sure during this whole time it has been a tough decision knowing all the circumstances now that have gone on. I got to imagine it is a tough decision, but he knows it's the right decision. So it may have made it a little bit easier.
Yeah, he strikes me as the kind of guy that would take his emotions out of it and just do what the correct thing is.
And knowing that he's still going to be there for her at every single chance that he
said
can
a guardian would be going with her.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything. He's not going anywhere. He's fine.
No, he's
good.
He's
just got to cut his wife loose.
Yeah, so that way his company doesn't get too damaged. But, man, another episode that had a lot going on and a couple bow ties, satisfyingly, that we needed, or at least I needed, in this series so far, and I can't believe there's only 2 left. It's been such a phenomenal ride. Bravo to all the men and women involved, on camera, behind camera. Guys are knocking it out of the park. So I'm really looking forward to see how the last 2 are going to end up. And we still got
going to be good.
In my opinion, we still got quite a bit to go. So
we got to see how this all wraps up.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
All right. This show is amazing. Cannot wait for more. We got 2 left. Oh, only 2 left. Cannot wait. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.